I'm gonna tell you a story. You see, my daddy, he wore dog tags long before I was born, but he made it home from that Vietnam War. And then he got lucky, and then I was born. I'm the twinkle of his eye and the flutter of his heart. But let me tell you, that Vietnam War even got a hold on me. Now, if you haven't gathered by now, I'm the biggest daddy girl you're ever gonna meet. As a little girl, always in his shadows, just behind his knee, I heard stories of small talk between men, how my daddy and his friends were treated when returning home from the war. As I grew older, I started to understand. This man I call Daddy, who has a flagpole in his front yard with Old Glory flying high, and if he were to cut, he'd even bleed red, white, and blue. You see, I pulled out those history books from class, and guess what? That treatment, it was all true. Now, I was all of 14 or 15 years old. I made a promise to myself that I would never allow such treatment of men and women who serve this great country to be treated in such a way in my space of this world. I was always a good girl. But that year, I found my voice as the first Gulf War was underway. The hallways at school, I'd hear classmates chattering about wanting to burn our flag in protest. Now, I understood they had that right, but you see, so did I. I found my voice, something I stood for, something that mattered to me. So, I asked my daddy to take me down to the military surplus store. I picked out my own flag. I wore it on my back and it read, "Try to burn this one." I had a fire, a passion. I was ready to stand up. I didn't care if I got in trouble. This mattered to me. Time went on, as it always does. And then later another war broke out. This time, one my classmates fought in. One day I picked up the paper, and I was sad to read that my high school friend was killed in action. Later at his wake, another one of those life lenses clicked before my eyes as I held the hand of my own little girl. You see, I've seen the names on those stones before. Here I realized that each name had a family behind it, and I promised myself, in this world, I'm going to make sure those families are thanked as well. I'm going to live my dreams. I'm going to dream so big people call me crazy. And then I'm just going to keep going. You see, each veteran, each service member, each family, each life lost will never be lost on me. Because of all of them, we are free.